Dear Ronke, I co-founded a business with my best friend, combining our skills, vision and passion into a dream venture. Sounds good. But as we've grown as a business, disagreements about the company's direction, workload and finances have created tension. Personal issues, arguments, misunderstandings have bled into our work, making communication almost impossible. Now I feel like I'm fighting against my friend rather than working with a partner. How can I salvage our business relationship? And is there a way to mend our friendship, or should I focus on separating the two? The business is still very much viable and there is so much life left in it, but I don't want to lose a lifelong friend. I'm torn and could use some advice. Oh man, this is sad. You know, business and friendship, I'm a person who just, business and friendship doesn't often mix. It can, it doesn't often mix. It's really interesting because I know that there's some really successful marital relationships, businesses that are founded by, you know, marriages or you know, partners, romantic partners who become business partners. Friendships is a little bit trickier, and I'm not entirely sure why. And again, this is not always the case in terms of all relationships. Actually, when it comes to any relationship, business and relationships is not always mixed. You have to have clear boundaries, clear communication. And it could be because perhaps when it's a romantic relationship, perhaps from the ones that I've seen that have worked, they're seeing each other every day. And I guess that love link, the love and sensuality perhaps heals. And so they're able to separate. I'm not entirely sure, you know, I don't know if it always works. Don't take my word for it, it doesn't always work. But when it comes to friendship, perhaps you've established this relationship based on, you know, mutual enjoyment, fun, escapism from, you know, whatever realities you have, you know, and you know, you're cool with each other, you vibe, you're besties. And then suddenly you add this layer of maturity and discipline and seriousness that is going to change the whole dynamic of your relationship. You can make it work, but you have to have clearly established roles. You also have to really know your friend and know each other's personalities and egos. And, you know, when businesses go well, some people are better at one thing and another person is better at another thing, and you've got to respect that when you meet in each other's boardrooms. When you meet in a boardroom and you say, okay, I am the CEO, I am the CFO or the CMO, you know, whoever is taking on whichever role, you have to establish that role and respect each other and come together as a team. If you're blurring those lines and you didn't have clarity of vision from the beginning and from the get-go, it's going to tear your friendship apart, unfortunately. So what I would say is I'd say have an emergency meeting and agree, make sure there's paperwork involved. So again, you might have to invest in a lawyer, get a contract. I'm assuming you've not told me what kind of, you know, agreements you have in place, but I really want you to have a formalized agreement in place to make sure that if you decide to go your separate ways as business partners, everything is set and established and it is smooth and it's clean. Money is clean, agreement is clean, and have that conversation. Your friend might decide that they no longer want to be in that business. You might decide that you want to start your own business separately. Have that clarity, right? That's first and foremost. And then have another discussion. It might require, you know, I don't even know if therapists offer this, but therapists should offer this. Friendship counselling, like counselling, couples counselling for friends. You need yeah. I feel like therapists. I feel like you could find a therapist who does this, but couples counselling for friends, tongue-tied, for friends. And I want you to have that so you could heal, because whatever it is, whatever resentment has been building up has to be healed so you can still maintain. If there is still life in that friendship, can still be maintained. So you need to find a safe space. Even if you don't go to therapy, you don't get counselling, find a safe space, have a weekend away if you can, a staycation, you know, somewhere new, fresh, book into a, you know, a hotel room, a spa, lash it out, have a conversation, find a safe space, right? If there is someone who can be a mediator, this is another little nugget, find someone you trust, you both trust, who can be a mediator. Please do find that person who will be that person for the both of you, who can mediate and bridge that gap so you can save this relationship. And I really hope you can, because finding good friends as you get older is such a blessing, and it can be so challenging to find people who are lifelong friends who believe in you. So if you can find, you know, if you can find a way of healing, so please do. So to deal with the business first. You know, you might have to break it up, you might have to relaunch, you might have to start again, one person might have to step away, you might be able to actually work on this together, or it sounds like, honestly, somebody has to it has to leave, so it has to go, somebody has to go. And if it means you have to start from scratch, hard as it is, you might have to start from scratch. And in the friendship, find a way of healing that friendship. Therapy, counselling, safe space, have that conversation, talk face to face in a peaceful setting, find a mediator, someone who can help to bridge that gap. I really hope that you can find a way of healing. And thank you for sharing. I know it's not always easy, but thank you for sharing. Really appreciate you for sharing that. If anybody is watching this and has some advice, please leave comments below. If you have your own dilemma, don't forget to send it over. My DMs, anonymously as always. Email, DMs, yeah, thank you.